All right, so today we're making an origami fish. Okay, so that means we're going to fold the paper, cut the paper, and glue things together to make a three-dimensional fish. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get this square of paper, colored construction paper, and we're going to fold it in half diagonally. Okay, so make sure it's lined up in the corner and it's folded diagonally. You're going to unfold it and then put it fold side down, okay, so the crease should be down, and we're going to fold it kind of like a kite. So we're going to fold in, make two triangles, fold in towards the fold, and crease, and then fold in, and crease. Kind of have like a little kite shape here, okay? Then we're going to unfold it again, and we should have the fold side down. The point at the top, the fold side down, okay? What we're going to do is measure on the fold 1 inch increments to make, well, let's say ½ inch increments to make the fish scales, okay? So we're actually going to start, if you see this fold right here, we have a line here. We don't want to cut there. We don't want to make a cut there because we'll cut the head of your fish off. So you might want to make a line there and write stop and then measure in ½ inch increments from there. So ½ inch all the way down. Just make a little mark so you know where to cut to make the fish scales. All right, so now that we have our little marks, we're going to cut. And we're only going to cut up to this crease. Okay, so we're not cutting all the way. We're cutting up to this fold and stopping. If the lines that you made, the marks that you made are not perfectly spaced, that's okay. It doesn't matter. We just wanted ½ inch increments so that they're somewhat even and not too small or not too big. So go all the way down. And we should have little flaps of paper here, okay? So what we're going to do now is glue this. We're going to glue the tabs to make this look three-dimensional. Oh wait, first we want to cut off the nose. Okay, so flatten it out. And you see this pointy part here? We're going to round that out to make a round fish face. Just cut off the point. Okay? And then we can glue. So what we're doing is making like a triangular prism, and we're gluing these two tabs together. So we'll put glue on one. And glue together. And push it down, hold it down so that it stays. And now we're going to make the fins. So set that aside and we're going to make the fins. So you're going to get one piece of paper that's different from the body of your fish to make your big fins here. So these yellow fins on my example, those are the big fins we're making. So we're going to fold this in half. And if you want to draw it, you can draw it, or you can just cut. It's up to you. We're just starting on the fold, making a leaf shape to make the fins. So then we'll cut this out so that we're getting one piece to glue under the fish to make the big fins. Okay, we'll glue that right underneath to make your big fins. And this goes towards the top, the head of the fish. All right, now we're going to make little fins, and this is going to be a little square of paper. It can be the same color as your fins, your big fins, or it can be a different color. I'm choosing a different color. Same thing, fold it in half, and then on the fold, we're going to make another leaf shape for the small fins, the tail fins. And again, we're going to glue that on. And you're going to want to hold once you glue this so that it stays. We don't want it falling apart. The last thing we need to cut out are the eyes. So we're going to get a little white piece of paper and again fold it in half. And this time you're just going to draw a circle on one side and we're going to cut them out together. So your eyes are the same size. They're identical. On your eyes, you're going to draw a pupil. You can outline it. You could just draw the pupil, so that black dot that you see out of. On this one, I outlined the circle, so whatever you like better, whatever you prefer. And then we'll glue one on each side of the fish face. One on this side, one on the other side. We're almost done. So we have a fish face now. You're going to want to flatten this out a little bit. Okay, now we need to add texture to the fins. So you're going to take a Sharpie and we're going to add texture. So texture is how something feels. So fish have like kind of like a veiny texture on their fins. So that's what we're going to draw. So they can be, it can be really close together lines. It can be far apart lines to show those veins. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. Maybe on my back fins, I want them to be really close together. All right, now the last thing we do is we kind of move him a little bit, break up these scales a little bit to make him arched, curved, so he looks like more like a realistic fish. And we are done.